Good morning, guys. Just another update from Italy. I'm hoping that I'm filming this early enough that we can all sit and kind of have our morning coffees together. It's about 8 o'clock here. I've already been up for a couple of hours and done a bit of gardening. New tools of the trade. Days are long. Sleepless nights as well. Not great, obviously. So pretty big day yesterday for a lot of reasons. Personally, I told you about my friend. She was taken into the hospital, and I haven't heard more since. I haven't heard any more from last night, so I don't know exactly what's happening. My cousin back in Scotland has the virus as well. He's not doing too well. The bigger picture, nationally here in Italy, we had 602 cases yesterday, which it sounds a lot, I know, but it's a lot less than it was just 2 days ago. So that's 2 days in a row where the daily death toll has decreased. So there's slight cause for optimism there, maybe. And the number of new daily cases has decreased as well. So that's definitely positive. Looking at what's going on elsewhere around the world is just it's pretty gobsmacking, to say the least. What that fanny of a president is up to in America just angers me. I'm sure it angers most of you as well, but it just almost seems like he is the starting point of an entirely new species or genus even. I could never imagine that any human would consider putting so many lives at risk for the sake of the economy. It's been done in the past, but we're talking about thousands of people. Gobsmacking. Glad to see the UK's finally embraced the lockdown. Well done, UK. Can't give too much credit to them for how much they've faffed about in the past, but it's about time. Got to give them credit where credit's due. Here situation remains much the same. People kicking up a stink about the government releasing various forms that you need to fill in. I think we're on the third one already, the auto certification to leave the house and so on. If you have to go to work or whatever, you have to have this slip. And just because Italians don't do streamline when it comes to bureaucracy. They've had 3 versions of this form already, so everyone's freaking out about having to download or copy out by hand if they don't have a printer. This bloody form. Kicking up a stink about the government's handling of the situation, but to be honest, I mean, alright, you could say, it hasn't been perfection, but whoever does anything for the first time to perfection, this is the first time any government's had to deal with something like this, I think they've done pretty well, just if you put the responses side by side, and you look at what the British are up to, how long it took them to react to impose a lockdown. You look at what they were doing yesterday. You're talking tens of thousands of Brits flooding to the Highlands, to the sea, to the coastline and stuff, go and walk about, with absolutely no sign of social distancing. And then you compare it to here. Okay, there've been you'd probably see isolated cases of breaches of the decree, but nothing on that scale, and then you take one glance across the pond to America, and then all of a sudden what's happening in Italy is cast in an entirely new light. You know, the way the government's handled it. So mixed emotions. On a personal level, things very grim. Friend and my cousin, obviously, and my thoughts are with them. And on a national level, it looks like there's a tiny little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here in Italy. Not getting the hopes up yet, and I'm seriously hoping that people don't think that this means they can be a little bit more lax with as regards to containment and all that. But yeah, it's elsewhere it's definitely positive too. Well, you know, United Kingdom's definitely positive. America not so much. But again, the daily death toll in the US is still quite low. So it's my landlady. Clementina, ciao. Meraviglia, cosa? Il giardino. Niente, un piacere. Ah?
Peccato perché è finito il fiore.
Sì.
Peccato perché è subito sporco.
Sì, lo so, ma forse tornano, perché ho visto che ci sono ancora dei... Forse tornano dopo, no?
Come?
Forse tornano i fiori.
Non crescono più.
No?
L'anno prossimo.
Peccato. È una bellissima giornata.
Questi che sono secchi.
Ok. Ciao Clementina, niente, ciao. Sorry about that. So that was my 90-year-old landlady, Clementina. Absolute rock star of a woman. 90 years old, bops about like she's a teenager. Got the most infectious grin on the planet, and absolutely adores her garden. That was her just thanking me for doing the gardening this morning. I used to do the gardening for her once a week, but she had a regular gardener who came once every 3 weeks or something. He was a little bit territorial. He wasn't impressed with my handiwork, so I had to stop. But now obviously he can't come. So yeah, I'm back on gardening duty. I'll show you my handiwork actually. Why not? Let's see. There we go. That's a bag of all the leaves I picked up this morning. Cut the grass, trimmed around the edges, raked up all the leaves. Okay guys, right, I think this might actually be the second time I've smiled in the last month. First time being when I discovered that I can climb these walls. Yeah. So, light at the end of the tunnel, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I hope there's a little bit of light wherever you are too. Take care. Bye bye.